Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new series that I'm bringing onto my channel called Is It Worth It? It's pretty much your first impression / review, but making it my own. So if you guys would like to see what I think about the new Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so as we know, Jaclyn Hill recently just came out a couple days ago with Morphe, her Vault collection, and those colors in her new collection were the colors that didn't make it to her original palette. And if you don't know what her original palette looks like, it looks like this. It's really dirty because I use it a lot, but it's just this big palette, and so it's just this big palette. I want to say there are 36 colors in here, and it just has a little, you can't even see it, but right there's a message from Jaclyn Hill to her subscribers. And I really like this one for traveling just because it kind of has everything that I need. So if I want to do a pop of color, I have this little section here. If I want like neutrals, it's kind of like on this little section here, shimmers, and like lighter colors here as well. So I love taking this one when I like travel and stuff like that. So yeah, and when I seen her video on YouTube and like the pictures online, the palettes look absolutely stunning. So I was really excited to get my hands on at least one of them. So I want to say thank you to my friend Jaclyn for giving me this palette. And this palette right here is the neutral one. So it's a lot of warm tones and browns in this palette, and I want to say a little bit of reds as well. So you can kind of tell like what palette is what by the little like sparkles. So these kind of have like brown, warm tone confettis. So that's how you know this one is the neutral color palette. When you first open it up, I like that it has the bubble wrap around the palette so it doesn't break any of the pans inside of it. So that's like a huge thing that I really like that Morphe does. I know Morphe does it a lot. I don't know if other companies do it as well, but I know the palettes that I've received from Morphe have the little packaging of that, like is the palette itself. And what I like about it is that it matches the packaging, and it's small, so you can like travel with this as well instead of taking like this whole thing, which here's a comparison for you guys as well. So that's the new palette, which is 12 colors, and then the original palette. So it's a good size to take with you on the go. When you open her up, it does come with the mirror, which you guys can see like my reflection, but it does come with the mirror, which I like because the original one, as we know, did not have it, and she explains it in her video. I'll link it down below for you guys so you guys can see it if you haven't done so yet. And so pretty. Like, I'm obsessed with this palette right here, and I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys in a minute. But the one thing that I also like to mention is that it has the names on this palette. Like, I think this palette, I know hers has it like the original one. Like, the first release of this palette has the names of them on the back, and I got it by the time it was like the second release of these palettes. So it came with like that little plastic thingy with the names on them, and I kind of just threw that away because there's no point of me keeping that. I like that she has the names on her palettes for this collection. So let's go ahead and swatch these bad boys. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the first color, which is Lolly. There we go. That is so pretty. That's a really pretty lid color. Next color, which is Rush. And it's like this burnt orange color. And I would probably use this in a transition shade. So there is Rush. That is so pretty. I'm probably going to say it's so pretty like 1,000 times. But next one is On Camera. Oh, baby. Oh, this gold one. So that's On Camera. And it's also another pretty shimmer color. This one is Boom. Ooh, this one I think so far is my favorite. And it's this copper shimmer color. Is Alert, and this is a matte color, and it's a little bit more intense than your it's a little bit more intense than the Rush color. Wow, my swatching is just like amazing. I apologize. So There you guys go. It's that really burnt orange color. It's super pretty. So I just swatched the top row for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the bottom row on this arm. The next color is called Bomb Ass, and it's like this cherry red shimmery color. It's not really coming up as red as what it looks like in person, but it's definitely like a cherry red in person. The next one is called Siren, and it's this plummy color, and it kind of has a hint of shimmer to it, but it's more on the matte side. I would probably use this one for my outer corner. This one is called Mugshot, and it's like an ugly mustard color, but it's like cute at the same time, if that makes any sense. This one definitely is not as pigmented as the other ones, but the second to last one is called Frame, and this is a deep plum color, and this is also a matte color. So the one thing that I do notice with this palette is that the matte colors in here are not as pigmented as the shimmer colors. The shimmer colors are a little bit more creamier, which I really like. So from the looks of it, like from swatching it, you probably don't have to wet your brush before packing on the shimmer color, which is like a huge thing, and there wasn't a lot of fallout when I swatched it, which is nice. And the last one is Secret, and it's this brown color, and it's also another matte. I want to say there's 4, so there's 6 mattes and 4 shimmers in this palette. I suck at swatching. Oh my Lanta. So the first color that we're going to go ahead and take is the color Rush. And we're going to go ahead and put that all over our crease. I don't know if you guys can even tell. I don't even know if this is like even showing the color, but I lightly tapped on the color Rush, and like that's how much pigment picked up on it. So you definitely, like I said earlier in the video, definitely have to go ahead and build up the matte colors, but they are blending out really nice. Well, this color, because I only use one, but this color so far is blending out really nicely. Yeah, you definitely have to build this up like a lot, which can be kind of annoying. So the next color that we're going to go ahead and take for our crease is the color Alert, and it's a little bit deeper than Rush, which is the first color that we just used. So I'm going to put it like a little bit lower than where I put my transition shade, and more on the outskirts of my eye, so it can be a little bit more smoky. And this one, the color Alert is definitely more pigmented than the color Rush. I'm going to try and use as much colors as I can for this review. So the next color I'm going to go ahead and take is this color Secret right here, and it's that dark brown color. And I'm just going to go ahead and lightly pack it on the outer corner. See, I feel like the last 2 colors that I just used were really pigmented, but for some reason Rush wasn't as pigmented as Alert or Secret. Maybe it's just me, but if you guys have this palette, let me know. Maybe it's just me, but so far it's not as pigmented as the other 2. So I just went ahead and put concealer on my eye, but it kind of probably went away because I smoked out the brown, just because I didn't like the way it looked after I cut the crease. So I went ahead and just took a blending brush and just the lid color. I think I want to go ahead and take on camera, or actually no. Alright, so we're actually going to go ahead and take Boom, which is that copper color. Yeah, anyways, we're going to go ahead and pack this on. And you guys, this is really pretty. Oh my gosh. This is so pigmented, and I didn't even wet my brush, and I don't feel the need that I don't feel like it needs to be wet because of like the formula of the shimmer. Wow, this is so pretty. I think this may be my favorite shimmer in the palette. I'm going to go ahead and take Lolly right here and put that as our highlight bone. Alright, so I take back wetting your brush on the shimmer. So the nice thing, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to have to mix with the golden one. I'm not really a fan of the pink one, but I like that it's really light. So I feel like with the color Lolly, you can go ahead and wet your brush if you want a little bit more pigmentation. However, you can use it as your highlight. It's very subtle, but I don't really, like I said, I don't like pink highlights, so I'm going to go ahead and probably mix it with on camera in a moment. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this side first. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and take on camera, which is a gold color. Ideally, I probably wouldn't even use this as a highlight. Went ahead and did everything else off camera, so we're just going to go ahead and finish up the eye. So we're going back with Rush, and we're just going to go ahead and our under eye. And you can go ahead and smoke this one out. So next we're going to go ahead and take Frame, which is this deep plum purple right here, and go ahead and tightline our waterline. Oh, this is so pretty. And once again, it's super pigmented. I don't know why, but I think out of all of them, then Rush, out of all the matte colors, I think Rush is the least pigmented one. And as for the shimmer ones, Lolly is the least pigmented one. And I have green eyes, so this plum on my tightline is really going to make my green eyes pop. And fun fact, my eyes change different shades of green just depending on like the mood and the type of makeup I'm wearing. So a lot of people always ask me if I wear contacts, but I don't. I wear glasses for like when I can't see far. My prescription isn't to the point where I need contacts. So yeah, that's just a little fun fact for you guys. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take Siren right here and just put that in the middle of our waterline. Ooh, like these two together are really pretty. And when I was talking about fallout, so the Siren one is the only one that actually had fallout. I'm gonna go ahead and take Mugshot and go ahead and just intensify the bottom a little bit more. Alright, so let's smoke that out. So the last color in the palette is this color right here, and it's called Bomb Ass. And out of all the colors here, Bomb Ass is the one that sticks out the most because this is the only actual red color. The rest are purples and orange and brown colors. So I was surprised that she put this one in there, but hey, it works. Oh shit, I should have done my pinky. Okay. Hold on, un momento. My final thoughts on this palette is I really like the palette itself. I like the size of it. I think having the mirror is a huge plus. Also having the names on the bottoms are really helpful because having that big palette, the original palette, it's kind of an inconvenience because I'm like, oh, this blue color right here, but I know it has a name. I just don't have that little like packing slip anymore for it. So when I do videos and stuff, I'm like, take this blue color from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm really glad that she was able to put the names on her palettes this time. So a few of the cons in this palette is, one, they don't have a lot of diversity in this palette. For instance, like I can't really do, like I made it work, but it's not ideal for me with the highlight color, so I just went ahead and used my own highlighter. Also, it doesn't have like a light color for me to set my lid, so those are like really like the two things that I didn't like. And lastly, is kind of like in between of a love-hate type of thing, was the pigmentation. So a lot of the colors in here were very pigmented, very creamy, and then you had a few colors on the other hand that were just not pigmented whatsoever, or there was a few fallouts with it. So it just depends, like I said in this video, on the person if you like to build up that pigmentation, which I personally do, but then I also find it really annoying that you have to keep building it up to get the color that you would like. So it just depends on the person. And the pros of this palette is the price point is $15, which is great for this palette. I know like the ColourPop palettes that come with the same amount are $16, so this one definitely beats it because it has the mirror on it and it has the names of the colors as well. Also, I really like that it's travel size, where you can just go ahead and slip it in your purse, your suitcase, and voila, you just have one palette that you can take. So yeah, my final thoughts on this palette: is it worth buying? It's definitely worth buying. So that completes this tutorial / review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like this series on my channel, let me know. It's really similar to when people do normal reviews, but I kind of wanted to put a little twist on it and yeah, kind of make it my own. So if you guys liked it, let me know in the comments or give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!